Welcome to Fanboy Critic, where we go watch new movies out in theaters and give you our review, both the good and the bad. I'm Joel Ortiz, and I'll be your fanboy.
And I'm Sam McClure, I'll be your critic. This week on Fanboy and Critic, we went to go see Incredibles 2, which we've been waiting for 14 years.
Oh, yeah.
Written and directed by Brad Bird, the amazing Brad Bird, starring Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not sure who else was in it, but those are the main popular actors that are in it. And if you don't know what The Incredibles are, shut this video off and go watch the original. But it's about a family of superheroes. All right, Jay. Brad Bird. I don't think he can do very much wrong. But tell me what you thought about this movie. Like, what makes it good? What did they? It's been 14 years. So, like, how did they bring it back? And they do a good job of actually still recapturing that same magic from the first one.
I think that's where they did a good job. Is they captured the magic from the first one. There was no difference. You couldn't even tell that it was 14 years apart. They continued from the same story. And all the characters were the same. It looked the same. All the jokes that were in the movie all hit. They didn't push any of it. They just did a really good job with everything. I think all the characters are really well put together.
Yeah, that's it's hard to say anything bad about this movie. There's not much that they did wrong with this, if I'm honest. But if I had to say a few things, it's kind of cheap of them to just lean on Jack so hard. Not to give away like what the story is about, but there's a lot of Jack, and It's really good. But it's hard to do like a not funny, cute little thing about a baby with superpowers. Like it's hard to get that wrong, and they didn't get it wrong. But if I had any criticisms, it's kind of cheap to rely so heavily on that. And the other thing is like the character modeling was so much different. Like if you look at the Incredibles and Frozone, which were in the original, they look the same, but every other character that's modeled in it looks really different, and it reaches that weird uncanny valley sort of situation.
That kind of makes sense.
Where they make it almost too realistic, and I don't know. And the last thing that I can say is like it's pretty adult. Like,
true.
I know it's 14 years later, so the original fans are adults now, but like we had infants and stuff in our audience. And not that the infants couldn't watch it, but there were definitely some scary parts that I feel like if I was a young child, it would imprint on me. But, that being said, I'm the critic. I'm supposed to find the small little nitpicky things. All right, Jay, convince the critics out there like me why they don't need to go see the sequel to Incredibles.
Critics, go watch this movie because it's been 14 years in the making, and they did an awesome job. We've all been waiting for it, and they delivered. Just go out, check it out.
Fanboys out there, you've seen Cars 3, and even if you're a fanboy, you know that sequels to Pixar aren't always that good. That's the best I can do. Like, it's a good movie. I can't convince anybody not to see it. I've been telling people to see it since I got out of the theater.
Me too.
All right, Jay, on to the ratings. What do you think about this one?
I think we both agree. I mean, I agree that I completely love this movie. It was spot on. I loved it. I'm speechless. It was that good.
Yeah, I might just be amazed.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I loved it because there was a lot of weird character moments that I felt were not appropriate. Not appropriate, but didn't feel right in a kids movie. Mr. Incredible's whole character arc just felt very off for a kids movie. It did kind of like there's some disturbing moments. Yeah, I'd have to see it again before I say completely love it. But right now, I'm very much amazed at what they did with this movie. I think that's it. That's it. We're done.
We're done.
All right. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Check us out next week where we go see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. And Jay, do your line. Do your.
And we'll see you for the next review.
Fuck, I keep looking at the screen. World Cup!